The Davis family thought my anonymous complaints were about race. The neighborhood thought it. Their daughter told the local paper at 14. I let that be the story. The real story is something I have not been able to say out loud. We moved to a small town in Northern Virginia in 2015. The lot next to ours is a corner lot, almost an acre and a half, with mature trees and a south-facing slope. It backs onto a creek. The house on it is older but well-built. We have wanted that lot since the week we moved in. The Davises bought it in 2017. James and Crystal, 2 daughters and a son, the kind of family that hosted cookouts in the summer and shoveled their own driveway. James's elderly mother lived with them part of the year. We were polite neighbors. I brought a basket of muffins over the day they closed. Crystal hugged me. I meant the hug. 3 years later, in the summer of 2020, we asked James if he would consider selling. We offered fair market. We told him we wanted to combine the lots for a side yard for our daughter. He said no. He said he understood why we were asking, but the house was their home and the kids loved the trees. He was kind about it. He was not unkind. The first anonymous complaint went to the HOA 2 weeks later. I claimed the Davises had too many vehicles on the property. They had 4, which was technically over the limit. The 4th was an old Buick belonging to James's brother that lived in the driveway when he visited. The HOA issued a citation. James moved the Buick. The second complaint, a month later, was to code enforcement about the yard. The third was about the music from their daughter's birthday in September. The 4th was about a fence that was, depending on the survey, 1.5 inches too tall. I sent 26 complaints over 4 years. I did not sign any of them. I used a Gmail address I had set up for the purpose. I learned which agency would respond to which kind of complaint, and I rotated which ones I called and which ones I emailed, and I varied the language so it would not be obvious that it was one person. By the 3rd year, there were 6 anonymous complainants according to the neighborhood Facebook group. There were not 6. There was 1. There was me. The Davises were the only black family on our street. They are still the only black family on our street. By 2022, the neighborhood Facebook group was talking about how somebody was harassing the only black family in town. Crystal cried at a town council meeting in October. James spoke at the same meeting. Their oldest daughter, who is the smartest 14-year-old I have ever met, wrote a piece for the local paper about what it is like to grow up under a hostile lens. The paper ran it. The paper interviewed 3 other anonymous neighbors. None of them were me. None of them knew there was a me to be. The Davises put the house on the market in February of 2023. They moved to a different county in the summer. We bought the lot through a friend, a layer of LLCs, an offer that was $12,000 under what we would have paid in August. We have not started construction yet. We are doing the trees first, then the fence. My daughter is 8. She does not remember the Davises. She thinks the side yard is hers. She is happy in it. The grass came in nicely last spring. I did not start this because of race. I started it because of 1.5 acres. I let it become about race because the cover was useful. I have not corrected the record. I have not been able to say out loud, even to my husband, that the people who left because they thought their neighbors hated their skin had a neighbor who hated their lot line. The Davises' daughter is in high school now. She wrote a college essay last year about the family they used to be. I read it. I cannot tell you how. What would you have done? Tell me in the comments.